Hello, and welcome back to the Everything Wrong with Movies podcast, where we talk about everything good, bad, and amazing about your favorite movies and TV shows. And today we're going to be talking about Phineas and Ferb, a Disney cartoon that came out in, 2007, but who cares? Am I right? I'm like, who cares?
I care.
I care. Alright, what do you think about the show?
Amazing. From the first 3 episodes, amazing.
Amazing.
Perfection.
Perfection.
They don't need to change a thing. Except...
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that they could change a thing. Because they ended it.
They might continue it. You don't know. Phineas and Ferb's kids. Like Fuller
That would
House.
just be weird.
Oh, no, but they're just like them.
Isabella and Phineas. Whatever faces.
Isabella and Phineas.
Ferb and a squirrel.
And then Ferb and Vanessa.
Oh,
Vanessa. Who's Vanessa?
No.
You've only watched 3 episodes. Doofenshmirtz's daughter.
Alright,
Oh!
we're not just here to talk
Same
about
age as,
everything good.
I know.
We're also here to talk about everything wrong. So, what did you think was bad about the show?
Phineas's head's too pointy.
Oh
It'll
my.
literally stab when they kiss in 10 years. It'll stab Isabella right in the face.
Probably poke a knife.
Yes.
I don't get how they avoided that.
He has too little hair, and...
He's too bald. Oh.
and his head's just too pointy. It's like, if he were to go in a war, he could just ram people.
I'm just imagining him as a baby, and you know how babies
whoa.
bite sometimes when they start
no.
growing teeth? He didn't bite. He jabbed people's faces.
Oh
He's like a goblin shark.
How do they make these crazy machine things?
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
I know.
like geniuses.
What,
they
are
could
they
do it in, like, a day.
Einstein?
Yeah,
They're
it's like
Einstein.
Ferbstein.
They even made a portal that takes you to another planet.
yeah, they made a portal to Mars.
In like,
They made it
2
so you can
seconds.
walk
Yeah, 2
through
seconds.
walls.
Wait. Ferb and Phineas are going to make it so we can live on Mars.
He beat.
They're gonna be the ones.
Wow.
You beat people to get to Mars.
now, it's not just the TV show, there's also the 2 movies that came out after.
And then
The show.
the specials.
Well, I mean, the
Specials are
like
part of
the
the
Star Wars and then the Marvel specials were part of the show, but I mean, there were 2 separate movies that.
Yeah,
I mean, the second
the
dimension.
Candace
took
one was
place-
definitely my favorite.
the Disney Plus original.
Candace Against the Universe.
You know why they made that, right?
why?
Because they wanted to promote Disney Plus.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, what Disney had done is that they took Phineas and Ferb and moved it over to their new TV channel, Disney XD, to get more people on that.
Yeah, and then they moved it onto Disney Plus to get more people on that.
What does this have to do with the topic?
Talk about what
The movies.
Nothing, I guess.
the Candace Against the Universe one was definitely the best, though. I mean, the
At
Dimension
least they
one was-
didn't get
Phineas would
brainwashed.
make a great weapon.
At least they didn't get brainwashed.
Phineas, instead of them shooting T-shirts out of the T-shirt cannon, what they should have done was grab Phineas and just jab it into them. Though, then we would have this epic battle of everybody exploding. All the aliens exploding, but...
They just go like, Candace!
yeah, just like, Candace!
Candace. Mary Jane.
No, Candace is the noise when they explode.
It's weird.
They explode and it goes, Candace! Stop, it's Candace!
You know that was like a whole joke, right?
Yeah.
Candace.
Like that was the whole point
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
I mean, the title is Candace Against the Universe.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense to make everything
No,
Candace.
she's not going against the whole universe.
More
She's
like
just
Candace
going against
the
one
Bomb.
planet.
She's going against aliens.
She's just going against one
Alien.
planet. That's not the whole universe.
That's true.
They should have named it Candace and Vanessa Against the Universe because Vanessa's there
Oh, yeah.
longer than Candace.
Wait, what?
Vanessa's at the planet longer than
Oh, yeah.
Candace.
So yeah,
Nerd
that
theater.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, what else is wrong with this show?
His
Right,
head's
I mean-
too pointy.
That's the same thing. Ferb's head is block and
His
rectangle.
nose. And then his
Ferb's head
eyeballs
is just
are,
a rect. So this
Probably
is how
really
they made
easy to
Ferb.
draw.
his
All they
Yeah.
did was rectangle, square, magic,
Magic.
and then like 2 different size of circles.
and then they
No, he
and
didn't
then
go
they
that.
made and then they drew the circles horrible. So they just left
What's
it like that.
the best character in Phineas and Ferb?
Platy.
Obviously,
What?
Phineas.
The platypus.
Sweary the Swan
From that one,
from that one episode where it was like the
old-
1800s
And then
or the early
and
1900s.
And then that Doofenshmirtz. There was 2 Doofenshmirtzes.
Uh-huh.
One in the old times that went wee, and then
Mhm.
landed in the present. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
the present
yeah.
Doofenshmirtz.
But Sweary the Swan's my favorite.
Doofenshmirtz is probably
Doofenshmirtz.
like the best
He has
character.
such
Yeah.
a big chin.
No! Doofenshmirtz!
He has such a big chin.
Durfensmirtz? Who's Durfensmirtz?
I have no idea.
He has to be Phineas's dad, I swear.
Potentially.
Head is pointy.
And more of his if Doofenshmirtz's nose is pointy.
And
And
then-
they're both really smart.
True.
They can
And
both build
Sometimes.
things. Sometimes. Well, Doofenshmirtz just doesn't know how to use it.
True.
He's just like,
He can
What
make
do
this
I
like
do?
insane machine.
And then he
But he
uses
doesn't-
it for like the littlest thing.
I have decided to create the greatest machine to destroy the entire planet, just so I could get back at this one guy who.
No, just so
stole
I can
my
make
opera.
pancakes easier.
Just to
Yeah.
kill this one squirrel that's been bothering me.
and then
Yeah.
I made this entire machine to lift the entire city into the air. I'm just gonna fly it around until they make me their ruler.
I would have just sent it to space.
Wait, but would he rule? No, he would threaten other countries or other states about that and be like, "Make me your ruler, or else I'm doing that to you."
It was originally gonna want to take over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that, right? And then-
Yeah.
Until
and then-
Phineas is. I just realized. Maybe Phineas is, and maybe Doofenshmirtz is Phineas's father.
Oh no.
Doofenshmirtz and Phineas's mom dated.
Yeah,
well,
for
they
like
went on
2
a
seconds.
date.
For like 2 minutes.
Oh.
Just for like a minute. They just dated
Wait.
for like 5
And
seconds.
who's Candace's father?
Doofenshmirtz.
Better.
Oh.
Their mom has a pointy chin.
It's just like.
She's a witch! Got a little mole and good to go.
She's a pop star. Okay, you can't judge pop stars.
She has such a big chin. When she stands up on 5 stairs, cases, it goes all the way to the ground.
I feel like in some cases, the way they did the episodes where Phineas and Ferb's inventions weren't found out by their mom, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like some of them worked well, and then some were like, "How did you not notice that?"
Is their mom dumb?
Yeah.
It's like whenever there's an episode, you're not at the house. Are you ever at the house? Have you ever considered that?
Yeah, what if she just decides to take a break?
Technically, she's seen some.
Let's be honest.
How?
They do just fine.
There was
without
this
their
one
mom.
episode where she got, I think,
Super tired.
Yeah,
Because
super
she's
tired.
been making pies.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah, I remember
she's
that
like, "I'm gonna
one.
take a nap. Well, and then because Candace got blind,
Wait, what?
She got blinded by Doofenshmirtz.
like temporarily, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like
Doofenshmirtz
I can't
was
see
evil
anything.
and
It's like, yep, I'm
butter.
going to bed. And it's like I wake up. Nope, going back to the bed. Sees the whole structure. Nope, I'm going back to bed.
Well, looks like for another hour of sleep.
And then there's this one episode of like where whenever the thing came down
Mhm.
and the mom saw it, Doofenshmirtz's forget thing, Nader, shot her,
Yeah.
and then it went up. When it went up,
He's like, bing.
Like,
It's
it
like,
never
oh,
happened.
she's been shot. Let's go.
and then 2 seconds later, Perry comes and she's like, "Oh, hello, Perry," and then
It's
just
just
walks
leaves.
inside.
Wait, who has a platypus for a pet?
They do.
I have a hedgehog.
It's a blue.
He's a secret agent.
Yeah, he's a secret agent. Who cares?
It's blue.
That'd be pretty cool.
That makes no sense.
What if my pet's a secret agent?
I can just imagine Pepper being a secret agent.
I can imagine Penelope being a secret agent.
We're not here to talk about pets.
Hey,
Yeah, we're not here to talk
Yeah.
about.
Imagine.
Okay, we're
Not
not here to
talking
talk
about
about pets.
Agent P and Agent P.
Now let's talk. I want to talk about some of the specials that they had in the show. Like, for example, the Star Wars special. Like that, the way they did the Star Wars special was perfect. Like,
I
they
liked
did
it. It was
so
like
well,
behind the scenes almost.
and it connected so well with Star Wars Episode 4.
Mhm.
Like that, how it connected. That was like perfect.
Just like, wow, mind blown.
How they basically accidentally created one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, just for a special.
Just for one movie. A movie. Just for a movie.
Yeah.
Why can't they do that with more?
And then there's the Marvel special, which was kind of like with all the Marvel characters. I mean,
Like
that was basically all
Yeah.
that was. Like,
Yeah.
compared to the Star Wars one, I think the Star Wars one was better.
Yeah, the Marvel one. It was
Like, the Marvel one was good. It was funny. But it
Mm.
was like,
What the heck?
it's like putting another character in the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hulk G.
Like, they made it work well, like having them basically in New York, like the superheroes in New York, and then them going to Danville.
Yeah, so them just like, hey.
I
we're all
mean, it would have been
here.
interesting if Phineas and Ferb went to New York.
Oh,
that would have
yeah, that
been
would've
interesting.
been.
For
And
like
they did it like that.
a little
but-
trip.
Yeah, like.
That would have been
New
interesting. Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's New York.
Oh.
And then, of course, they had these, like, crazy event episodes, right? Or, like, the part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
Like, there's that
Yeah.
Australia one.
Oh yeah, the Australia
I
one
think
was
it was
good.
Aus-
Where's
yeah, it was
Perry?
Australia.
Wait, yeah, that's
Aren't we
Australia.
talking about what's
Where's
wrong
Perry?
with it right now?
We're talking about the
Where's
specials.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
called
so there's
Where's
the
Perry, right?
Australia one. Yeah, where's Perry? And then
Yeah.
then there's also the one where they save Summer.
And then
And then there's also no,
And
that was not special.
Last Day
Save
of
Summer was the final. The finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last Day of Summer. Which was actually a kind of good one.
The way the Australia one worked was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one. I don't know why. Carl
go
turned
back.
evil.
Cargo.
The
ha,
only
ha.
Wait, who
thing...
turned evil?
Carl.
Car.
The only
Carl,
thing that might have been
Major Monogram's
bit
like assistant dude.
disappointing...
Unpaid
Intern.
intern.
Yeah, he's
The only
an
thing that
intern.
might have been a bit disappointing was the, I guess maybe the whole, like, Perry teleporting to Australia. I mean, it's like,
Oh.
okay, yeah, how?
How is that disappointing?
Magic.
Magic.
Magic. Magic is how it's disappointing.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
And it's not
I
magic
mean-
how he teleported. It was the go hominator.
Yes.
Go Hominator.
Go home.
I mean, he got shot with every single one, basically. so-
Yeah, but the go hominator must have been extra fast, like pew. Well, all the other ones are like pew, pew, pew. But this one's like pew,
It's like Star Wars.
pew, pew, pew.
And then the attack. And then the pharmacist one. The
Oh,
different
yeah,
sort
the,
of
like, the
infection.
zombie apocalypse one.
Oh, I don't know why I like that one.
Same. It's like a mix of horror
It was-
and
Oh, yeah,
comedy.
good
It
one.
basically made fun of zombie apocalypse movies and shows.
Pretty much.
I mean, that
Yeah.
was basically the whole idea.
Yeah, that was funny. I liked
It,
it.
it was good, yeah.
Buford just runs out in his underwear.
That is the funniest thing
Yeah.
to happen. Buford just.
He's just like ripping all the stuff off. Like
That's it.
He's like,
I'm going
you
out."
take my nerd. Like,
See you later.
he didn't like that balance sheet was gone.
And then after they save everyone, Belgie was blowing Buford's pants as one of the Doofenshmirtches.
Yeah, because he was like lifting up the lab coat, but then it's like they all turn back, and then it's like he's holding him up by the underwear.
Gosh.
It's so weird.
All right. I know we were kind of talking about everything good as well, but let's go more into how Phineas and Ferb was amazing. Right? Amazing, really good.
Everything.
They made a lot of jokes about characters, like Major Monogram having both his eyes on one side of his head.
The show.
He should definitely get plastic surgery and just move that over there.
Like the show had
Wow.
good jokes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like one of the only shows that I found funny. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at other cartoons and other like live action shows from like when Phineas and Ferb came out,
It's just
Yeah.
those sucked.
It's
you know,
just like
I'm not saying they were all bad,
It's
but
like
it's
dad
like some of the
jokes.
jokes in some of them are.
It's
just
like a dad joke. It
Wow.
makes sense, but not
It's
funny.
like having a laugh track. And they're like
It's
laughing
like
at something
it's like they
when
have.
they're
It's
saying
like they
something
just say.
serious,
It's like
you know
they
what I
just
mean?
say something and then everyone's like.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
I mean, that,
insert comedy laugh.
yeah,
Comedy laugh.
it was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Ha 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 ha. That's literally
Yeah,
it.
it's like really, but Phineas
Wow.
and Ferb did a good job. Like,
Yeah.
was good with jokes.
Slick.
I think one of my favorite jokes. I don't know why. One of my favorite jokes is in the like 1900, like the early 1900s one, where it's like Swear the Swan just squawks and the different Smirch is like, "Wow, you pluck your feathers with that mouth." Oh, they
Maybe
should call you.
Oh.
Oh, I get it now. Sweary the Swan.
Oh. Swearing. I should probably call my mom that now.
Sweary the Swan.
No, Sweary the mom.
I think the format for the entire show was like it was good in
I
a way
loved it.
where you could do it over and over
Yeah.
while keeping it unique and entertaining.
Yeah.
Like not making
You
it
don't
feel
lose
repetitive.
interest
Yeah, exactly.
whatsoever.
Exactly.
Like they had good episodes, like the dream that Candace had inside of Perry's dream.
That was
That was-
weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
Perry was
okay.
dreaming
What?
of Candace having a dream where Phineas and Ferb got caught.
by a collar.
Got caught. By,
No, they got
busted.
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 Oh. Blair the
Oh
Busters.
Like, the thing about the show is, like, you can see the contraption right in front of the house.
Like,
Oh yeah, you're like
what's
in
that?
front of the house and there's like this giant
You could
tower.
probably
and you're just
see
like,
it.
What's
You're just like you're
whatever.
just like
From, like, 5 feet away.
You
From,
could
like,
probably
5
see it from
miles.
like downtown. You know what I mean?
They're
Like,
just like-
it's that tall. You could probably
they've
see it
made
from
an
a while.
escalator
They-
to the
To the
moon.
Yeah.
They look at them and they're just like,
They
Like-
literally made an escalator to the
Yeah,
moon.
they made a rock climbing wall.
Let me
in
Yeah.
space.
Yes, like
I probably would have fell off. Like,
I
You
have
would've
no-
Don't
just
worry,
been
they
a-
had a rope, so they're good.
But what if you were falling
It
so
would be a
fast?
really long rope, though.
that is a long road.
But if you were falling at, like,
Yeah, if you were
top
okay,
speed.
if you're falling from that like really high up, it would
from,
have
like,
to be a
space.
rope that's able to pull you down slowly.
yeah,
Because otherwise you would have just be go like
you caught on
falling,
fire.
and then it
Some-
just breaks.
Like for
caught on
normal
fire.
rock climbing walls, it's like
they have it. Kind of like
harness.
pulls it up.
yeah,
and
it's a
not
harness, but it doesn't do it.
It
that
pulls.
well.
It's
Like,
actually
it-
pulling up a little bit. That's what it is.
yeah.
It's like a seatbelt. It pulls you up a little bit.
It's like you try to go down and then it stops and like bounces up and then you keep on going.
You're like
We're not,
Oh.
we're not talking about rock climbing walls.
Yeah, we're done with that.
yeah. I think the movies. So the two movies that they've done were kind of the
They both kind of
First
had to
one-
do with Candace.
Yeah.
no,
Well,
not
they-
the first one.
The second
Uh-uh.
movie was all about Candace.
Yeah, but the Dimension one, it's like the hero is Candace.
How?
The other hero is kind of Candace.
Like I've mentioned before, the Against the
has a twin.
Universe, Candace Against
No,
the
it's
Universe
the second
movie
dimension.
was more of a like, they weren't originally going to make that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that
They're just
was.
like, let's just do something with
we want to
Candace.
promote Disney Plus.
They're just like,
Let's-
how about Candace? Candace is a good thing. How about she goes fighting it against
Let's do
aliens
what we
that
did.
explode, and the sound is her name.
Let's do what we did with Phineas and Ferb when we promoted our XD channel. Right. I mean that was basically what Disney wanted. So, and then they made the movie. Because originally, they were gonna come back, Phineas and Ferb in Milo Murphy. Like that was gonna be the big comeback with Doofenshmirtz, right?
Yeah.
But they actually had delayed the Milo Murphy episodes because they wanted the movie to become the comeback.
Yeah.
So they actually, like, I think only in the US or something they delayed those episodes, but it was in, like, on the other side of the world, they actually just had those episodes air normally.
Yeah.
And that kind of messed that whole show up, but we're not here to talk about that show. We're here to
Whatever.
talk
That
about
show's
Phineas
not
and
it.
Ferb.
That show's not what we're talking about. We're
I
talking
guess
about
we
Phineas
could do that another
Just
episode.
because Doofenshmirtz ends up inventing time travel doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean we can go
Tacos,
see
We don't
our,
care.
Taco stand.
1,000 great grandparents. It doesn't matter. We're dead.
But the Second Dimension movie, which was
actually pretty sad.
sad.
Yeah,
Second
they
di-
got brainwashed.
Oh yeah.
And then they somehow remember
about-
a song.
You brainwashed us.
Because they actually mentioned that movie in the show
Yeah.
as a joke because it
Like,
was made.
What is summer
it was-
all about?
And then they
it
start
just
singing
plays
the song
summer.
from the.
Summer,
Oh,
the world's best.
No,
story.
no,
Yeah,
no,
they
no!
Do it.
They started singing that,
Song.
or from the movie. They start singing that in
It's
an
just like,
episode.
wait, how do we know that song? And they're
Yeah,
like,
that's
"I don't know."
exactly what that is. It's like,
It's like we all know the song. Wait, how do we know that song?
and then they like.
And also
stare
at the
screen.
very end, they're like singing their last song. You know how like they're playing the guitar, and Phineas and Ferb's like, hey, and Phineas and Ferb, Phineas is like, again, Isabella kissed me before we got brainwashed or something like that. She's like, what?
What happened?
Excuse me.
Crap! That can't happen.
And then and then in the end song, they even talked about Second Dimension.
Yeah, they weren't
Well,
fully brainwashed.
You know,
Unless Perry told them
Second
all about
Dimension
it
did
again.
come back in like season 4
Yeah.
as like an episode thing, but that was.
Yeah, that was like another episode, like just to continue it.
Yeah.
Because it was good.
I mean, the movie was good.
It was.
Like the way they did that movie was like the way they ended it was good. Right?
Yeah, I
I
like
mean,
that
because there was like, all right, we're gonna do this whole thing, but then we're gonna end it a specific way where we
That-
can also continue the show
Yeah, without anyone
and
having
continue it
anything.
just fine. I mean,
Yeah, especially
that's-
with them having found out Perry's secret, like makes sense.
Well, no,
Because
The
the only
amnesia
the only option was to the options were to have Perry go to another family or be brainwashed.
I'm sure Perry
Or be
wouldn't even
brainwashed.
be able.
be brainwashed.
I'm sure Perry wouldn't even be able to go to another family because what other family is willing to adopt
a platypus.
a platypus that is like what, like 7 years old? I don't know how old. They're like 8 years old. I've like figured this out before.
They're 8.
They're
No,
8.
aren't.
They're 8. Because 10 years in the future, they're getting ready for college. 18.
That's true.
No, really?
Yeah, they're
Not
8.
8.
I figured this out before.
I'm
I
gonna look
told
this
you
up.
I mean,
about
that's
this.
true.
Probably like
They're 8. I'm
10.
telling you.
9.
And then they're like 1 when they got married. They're like, oh, I want this beaver duck.
Who are between 8
When they're,
and
like,
10 years old?
I told you 8.
8? That doesn't mean they're 8.
They're
They
8
could be
years
They're
old.
9. They're 9.
They're not.
They're
8 to 10. All right, 8 to 10.
So they're either
It's an
8,
8-year-old. Like, you know what I know what I'm gonna do today. I'm going to
Build-
create an escalator to the moon.
Fancy.
Okay, because I'm 8 years old.
The weirdest episode was when they built a rocket ship
Yep.
and then the car follow. It just goes with the rocket. It's weird.
Which
The
one was that? Because they
car,
went,
which one
they
was
went,
The,
they went to space like twice.
The mom's car. It went into space.
Oh.
And then
I think I know what you
Candace.
mean. Yeah.
And then when Candace had a lot of air in the suit, and then big
Yeah.
butt, and then big heads.
I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
episode. Okay.
That is a funny episode.
I like the race car episode.
The race car episode.
Oh yeah.
Where
like
they use a
Tennessee
remote
Farm.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Like for the first episode, or at least the first
To fifth.
half episode, at least I think, because there were
Because
technically
each
two in
episode
an
is two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I like about it is that like, some seasons they like get to season 3 and it's like, what? But this one is like, wow, so fancy.
It's like it continues, but it's even better now.
Yeah, instead of like other seasons,
I don't
just
like how
like
Phineas's voice
Why?
is like different at the beginning and then it like changes. I like his voice better towards
hey
the end.
guys.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did
Like,
he
that's-
did he age or did they change actors?
His voice
They
cracked.
didn't change actors.
Oh.
His voice
Just
cracked.
how the actor voiced Phineas changed.
Oh.
First,
Like it changed slightly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he's
it's
like,
not.
you know, I'm gonna change this up a little bit.
I don't know.
at
Voice
some
cracked.
at some point,
Yeah.
they
But
chose,
he's 8.
at some point they decided Phineas is not gonna be like all gangster. And all
Oh, look at that.
he's gonna be like all this. He's gonna be all like hipster or whatever. And then they decided,
I'm a
no,
hipster.
that bad idea. Let's not.
That'd be kind of funny, just a hipster 8-year-old.
Peace, brah.
Now, some of the songs are good. Like it's not
yeah,
like there's
they can
I
make a
think-
song out of anything.
it turned into a song every episode or something like that.
Yeah.
But
It's like
they
Vampirina.
worked good. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
just the whole thing connected to like the episode and stuff. That worked.
Mhm. I think my favorite song was the one that Perry Grip came where they made the trash.
You
place.
mean the backyard hodgepodge?
Yeah, the backyard hodgepodge. Woo.
Ooh.
Now there were going to be like Phineas and Ferb spin-offs, which one of them obviously was Milo Murphy, but there were going to be
There was
other
gonna be
ones.
the Alka Files.
Yeah, that was
That
going
would
to
have
be
been
one.
good. Why didn't they do that one?
I don't
I
know.
wish
They just
they
didn't.
kept
Lazy.
it going.
But
They're like,
so instead they
let's
added
just
that
stop.
as like a thing for.
It's a special
The
episode.
show.
The
Just a
final
watch.
They-
episodes.
Well, that was the what's it called? The
I have no idea what you're talking about.
why did I forget the word? But it was kind of like the I guess showing them what the show would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then even they had this like in the beginning,
The pilot. That's
and then in the end of those episodes, and there's 2 episodes. It
Yeah.
showed like pictures that they would never actually show ever again, because it was like what that would happen if they kept on doing the show.
it would be a show. I mean,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
also going to
They were
do
saying
a
it, though.
Fireside Girls show.
What? Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, they were going.
I
to
like
do
the
that.
Fireside Girls.
It was
They were
funny.
gonna do some kind of spin-off of that, but that sadly never happened.
Oh.
But yeah, like the only I guess
See them going on missions,
Spin-off?
like the
Yeah.
show, the Fireside
Dun,
Girls
dun,
one, like
dun,
the missions,
dun,
like
dun.
no, like the picnic one. It's like Operation Romeo is alone or something like that.
Yeah.
Romeo is alone. I repeat, Romeo is alone, and we'll be right there, sir. Reporting to duty.
Affirmative.
And then they have like a float up like cabin, and a tree.
Yeah.
It's
Of
like
course,
a
you can't forget the tree.
hot air balloon, but cabin floating in the sky.
No, it's not floating.
It's
blow
just
up.
sitting there. It just goes like
Yeah, and it's right.
house.
Yeah,
It's really big.
And they can't forget the tree. Of course, they have to blow up the tree.
Yeah. I bet
Must
they
be
have to
romantic
blow
as
up the objects in there too.
Yeah, but like the only spin-off show that like actually became a show was probably
Milo Murphy.
yeah,
That
Like, I wouldn't really
Kinda
consider that a spin-off, you know what I mean? Like, that was
I mean, it only
That's
had
more
like
like we
one
wanted to make a
special.
new show.
yeah, that was a new show. But
It only had like one special episode with Phineas and Ferb.
That's
Like
what
2
we-
episodes with
One.
Phineas and Ferb in it, called the Phineas and Ferb effect.
yeah, and then Doofenshmirtz just showed up for the entire second season.
Hi guys!
Yeah.
I'm here.
He lived on Milo Murphy's couch.
Yeah, that's pretty much where he lives.
Yeah, they did.
Sounds
whole,
like my dad.
yeah.
He
That
lives on
just
the
made the
couch.
show
And he was
kinda-
just waiting
Yeah.
till he became Professor Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to happen. I know
Just
it's gonna
waiting.
happen, but I don't know when it's gonna happen.
I know it is.
He's
It's gonna happen.
Didn't the
eventually.
old man with the old timey outfit say in 15 years?
All right, so
Yeah.
I guess it's time to give a review. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Of Phineas and Ferb. Go ahead.
50 out of 10.
50 out of 10.
Yes.
50 out of 10.
I don't even think we could go that high.
Probably from what I've seen, 20 out of 10.
20 out of 10.
From what I've seen.
From what you've seen,
Yeah.
which is like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
100 out of 10. It's the only show I'd ever rewatch over and over and over. I do.
I
Yeah,
love it
It's
so
honestly
I just
like
watched it like 13
for me, it was
times.
like the only show that I've ever watched more than once. Like all episodes
Yeah.
more than once.
Every single episode.
Like,
I
you don't
watched
skip ahead to that one episode that's your favorite. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
know what episode's gonna go. Come
Like
on,
compared to like newer shows now, right?
Oh my
Like,
gosh. Yeah,
for
like
example-
Vampirina.
We're not talking
That
about,
is
we're
Or
not
like
talking
a
about
Mar-
Disney
No.
Junior.
I hate
Or like
We're not talking about that show. We're not talking about Disney Junior.
I mean,
Or
we
like-
can do that.
like a Marvel show. Like I don't think I would go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like
what?
maybe if I was watching through all of it, like every single Marvel movie and show, like
Yeah,
that would
like-
be the only time I would watch it again.
I cannot sit through long movies like that. So.
Same.
How can you not?
I probably
And-
like fall asleep
I
at
love
like
sitting
It's like
down
halfway.
We're gonna
Just cut a
end
little
it. Wait, no. Something else.
Yeah.
Just
Whoa,
something
with the
else.
post credits? Wait, you can't sit through all the credits?
It's so long. That's long.
That's not long. Well, yeah, because
Like
the
Captain
entire
America, just
all
We're
the
not talking about movies.
okay, all the credits are basically just VFX artists. But
Yeah. Anywho,
I
what's
would,
your rating?
I can't go. I'll just say 10 out of 10. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Well,
Let's get
what do you
realistic.
expect me to say? A million out of 10?
Yeah.
I said 50 out of 10.
Okay, I think our made like I think we're basically around like a 50 to 20 out of 10. So like,
But it's
I don't
like,
know,
come on.
25
I
out
like
of 10.
basically
30 out of 10.
grew up with that show.
Same.
I didn't. I grew up with Dinosaur Train.
I mean, I technically did, bro.
And
What?
Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Yeah, but
Wildcats.
like that's one of the shows that I've grown up with.
Yeah.
That's
Same.
that
that's
is
that's
kind of
just
also-
the show.
yeah, it's
It's like
the
if
show.
I were asked
It's
what's
the
my
show.
favorite cartoon, of course I'm gonna say Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna be
it's
like,
the
what was
show.
the first? What do you think is the cartoon you watched the most as a kid? Phineas and Ferb.
Same.
What's your favorite cartoon character?
Phineas and Ferb.
I said character, not characters.
Phineas
like
and Ferb
it.
are one.
I like how at the end, like in the credits, it shows like some clip, like
Oh,
some.
yeah. Like that's
Oh,
kind of
cool.
classic TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That
that's
is
how they
fun.
know.
It's usually funny at that.
Okay, that's the Everything Wrong with Movies podcast. Until next time.
So yeah.
See ya.
Bye.